And welcome into the Hornets Nest. I'm so sorry about this, folks. We've had some technical issues. Not sure what the problem is, but hopefully we get going. Right now it is 2-0 Westfield on top here in the bottom of the first inning. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Emma Williams, the second baseman, is up for Westfield. And Marina Knowles just hit a double off the wall. And the Lady Hornets have found their stride here early in the first inning, and that one's flied out to shortstop, camped up under it, and John Milledge records their first out of the ball game. Brett Taylor alongside me, actually my wife Rachel Taylor today, so thank her for helping out, running the camera for me. I know that all the fans out there appreciate her efforts as well, and I will get everything updated here with our score graphic and all that good stuff. But right now, I'm just glad that we got a camera angle. Carly Knowles now up to bat, the youngster left fielder for Westfield. She looks at a strike there. 0-1 the count. Braden Latimer pitching for John Milledge. Lady Trojans threatened in the first inning. Were not able to scratch across any runs. And right now, Westfield on top 2-0. With a runner on second base, one out in the inning. And that pitch high, 1-1 to count to Knowles. Let's see here. Let's get everything situated. Got one out and 1-1 to count. That ball, throw behind the runner. She's back in safe as Knowles. And that is an out, line out. So 0-0, new batter up. Sydney Langdon, the pitcher, in the circle today for the Lady Hornets. She grounds the ball back to Latimer, fields her position, and gets it over to first base. And that is out number 3. And just like that, John Milledge retires the side, but not before Westfield scores 2 runs there in the the bottom of the first inning. We'll go to a break quickly. Westfield on top 2-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
And welcome back inside the Hornets Nest. Westfield on top of John Milledge. A huge region matchup here in Perry at the Nest. 2-0 your score. And I apologize again about all the issues with the broadcast. Could not get stuff going on here. Not sure what the issue was, but nonetheless, we got number 10, the right fielder, Cadence Bandals, up facing Sydney Langdon here to start this inning. Top of the second inning, that pitch just inside. Ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Bandals. Langdon had some trouble to start the game, walked the first batter, then got a couple outs, had a big hit, runner get to third, but nothing doing after that, and that one low and away as well. 2-0 the count. Lady Hornets were able to pick up 2 runs there to start the game. Big hits from top of the lineups. Sadie Hayes led off. There's a strike, 2-1. Marina Knowles had a big double. Ellie Williams had a base hit. And then Braden Latimer able to settle down a little bit and get some big outs in that inning. And that one fouled down the line, right field line. And giving chase will be Brooke Corley. But 2-2 the count now. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. Sydney Langdon dealing to Bandals, and Right now, Westfield in a prime position to continue to get outs, get in the dugout, and try to pick up some more runs. And that one fouled off. Got to be careful if you're over there in the batter's box, the on-deck circle. That one's fouled up against the fence yet again. Late on Sydney Langdon's fastball. Let's see if she goes back to it. She tries to go inside, and that'll force the count full. 3-2 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second inning, and the Lady Hornets on top of the Lady Trojans, 2-0 right here from the Hornets' nest in Perry. And there is another line drive foul off the fence, and we will set it up again. A little bit of a wind coming in from behind us. I guess that'd be from from the west, southwest. And that one lined out to second base, and it'll find its way through the hole over there. And Bandals with a second inning hit and a runner on first, nobody out. And coming up to the plate will be number 35. That's Ashley Tyson, the first baseman. 33. On deck will be number 3, Emily Walker, the left fielder. And then in the hole will be number 9, Jordan Prestridge, the catcher, That pitch outside and away. 1-0. The count. Westfield did a good job of really jumping on Latimer early in the counts in that bottom of the first inning, and were able to get some big hits to start the game. Swing and a miss right there. 1-1 the count. See if John Milledge takes a page out of that playbook and possibly starts sitting on Sydney Langdon's fastball. Problem is, can they catch up with it? Swing and a miss there. 1-2 the count. She's got some real heat. My wife, who played softball in high school, she even mentioned how fast Sydney pitches. It's pretty evident when you walk up and watch her take the ball in the circle, how fast she pitches. That's 2-2 the count. Here to Tyson. John Milledge has had runners on base in the early going. And there's a swing and miss, strike 3. Westfield records their first out here in the top of the second inning. Sydney Langdon with a big strikeout. So runner on, 1 out. And Sydney Langdon will face number 3, Emily Walker, the left fielder. This is both teams' first trip through the lineup. That pitch low. 1-0 the count. It's a beautiful Saturday. Obviously, lots of football going on. The SEC starts today, and what a great Saturday to have that happen. But we're here at the softball diamond, and that pitch right down Broadway, 1-1. See if Walker can move the runner over. Bandals at first base has not been able to advance any. That must have just missed outside. Ellie Williams had a big throw out down at second after the leadoff hitter for John Milledge. That is Ella Hudgens, reached on a walk. She got thrown out trying to steal. That's fouled back, 2-2 the count. And then Westfield was able to stifle the offensive production there for John Milledge in the first inning, stranding a runner at third base. So we'll see what Walker can do. Wow. I don't know where that pitch was. That was right there. It looked like on the black, but doesn't get the call. So that'll force the count to 3-2. And here's the payoff pitch from Langdon. Sets and fires, and that one's fouled off. Good job of spoiling an inside fastball by Walker. Jordan Prestridge on deck, the catcher. She is the 8 hole in the lineup. Then in the hole will be number 8, Taylor Prestridge, the second baseman. That pitch high and away, and that'll be a walk. 2 runners on, 1 out. And you have a runner in scoring position now in Bandals, who gets down to second base on the walk. Looks like Coach Camp going to call all the girls together. If you'll notice, due to the COVID-19 restrictions where everybody's standing in relation to one another, which, some people look at it and say, well, they're in the same dugout together, but they're trying to spread out as much possible. I think it's more of an awareness thing for everybody, but Coach Camp calling everybody together, got the game plan. We'll see what happens here with Sydney Langdon as she will take the ball here in the circle and face Prestridge, the 8-hole hitter, with runners on base. Nobody out, one out, and Westfield has a 2-0 lead here in this game. Bunt attempt offered, and that is a strike. So 0-1 the count here to start this at bat against Prestridge. Trying to manufacture some runs here, and that bunt offered at and missed. Strike 2, so 0-2 the count. See if they opt to try to bunt yet again on a third strike or with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, big strikeout for Sydney Langdon. And 2 runners on with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And coming to the plate will be number 8, Taylor Prestridge, the second baseman.
Now batting number 18.
Looks like Coach Lack going to talk to the home plate umpire. And not sure if she made a change or I'm trying to look to see a number here. It's blocked by the ponytail. So we're going to go with Prestridge right now. It may be somebody else, so I apologize if I missed the number. I cannot see it on the jersey. It looks like it may be number, 11. What?
11, 10.
Possibly 17 then?
Yeah.
Ansley Benton. So swing and a miss there. That pitch high, 1-1 to count. No, excuse me, 2-0. I thought she swung and missed, but I guess she did not. So 2-0 the count here. Westfield on top, 2-0. Runners on first and second base. Langdon has a pitch fouled off, so 2-1. She's going to try to fight back in the count here. So 2-1, that pitch high. 3-1. Got to be careful here. Walt, the base is loaded, and you roll back over to the top of the lineup with Ella Hudgens, who Langdon struggled to throw strikes to start the game. That pitch skied, so that'll be a full count, 3-2. A big opportunity here for John Milledge to try to pick up some runs and get this game back to 2-1 or 2-2, depending on what happens. So 3-2, and swing and a miss. Westfield gets out of the inning. Sydney Langdon strikes out all the batters that she actually gets out in the inning. She strands 2, and Westfield going to come to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. They lead 2-0, trying to find some more runs right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' nest. Westfield on top 2-0. Coming to the plate here for the Lady Hornets will be number 8, Brooke Corley, the right fielder. She had a big game the other night when we saw her against Mount DeSales. Big hit. And we will actually, I'll show you the lineup. I didn't get a chance to show you that in the ABE group pregame show. Batting 7th will be number 8, Brooke Corley. Then number 27, the third baseman, Avery Adams. Then the shortstop, Lindsey Easom. Then we roll over to the top of the lineup with Sadie Hayes. And the normal look for Westfield. A little bit of change up, moving Langdon down in the lineup. Putting Knowles up. That pitch low, 1-0. Westfield did lose their first contest of the season Thursday night against Brentwood over in Sandersville. Wet evening. From what I hear, bats weren't working too well that night, and big win for, I believe they're the Lady Eagles, Brentwood Eagles over in Sandersville. A region victory for them, and Westfield a little disappointed, but probably not the worst thing that could happen. They've been rolling along. That swing is right on, or excuse me, pitch is right on the black. Gets the benefit of the call there, 2-2. But the Lady Hornets were rolling along and probably takes a little bit of the pressure off as far as trying to remain undefeated in the season. So 2-2, pitch outside, 3-2. So we'll have a full count here. Payoff pitch upcoming. Like I said, a windy day. Now it seems like the wind's blowing southeast, according to the flags in the background. And a swing and a miss. That ball just broke off at the last second away from Corley. Great pitch by Latimer right there. And Avery Adams will now be at the plate with 1 out. Lindsey Easom, the shortstop, on deck. Avery Adams with great play that I know made it on 13 WMAZ on Wednesday against Mount DeSales. That pitch inside. Wow, he's giving both sides of the plate right now. Oh, 0-1 the count. Westfield on top, 2-0. Third baseman up for Westfield, Avery Adams. She looks at strike 2. And just like that, Latimer settled in nicely as well. Both Langdon and Latimer pitching very well. And she looks at strike 3 right down the middle of the plate. Not sure what she was waiting on, but she did not get her bat off the shoulders. 2 outs in the inning. So up will be the shortstop, number 17, Lindsey Easom.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 17, Lindsey Easom.
That pitch just outside, 1-0 the count. Bottom of the second inning, the Lady Hornets up 2-0. And that one flied out into the gap. Right fielder going to settle under it, make the catch, and Westfield is retired. No hits in that inning, no one left on base, and we'll go to the top of the third inning. Your Lady Hornets on top of John Milledge, 2-0. You're watching the Lady Hornets softball right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there. And he does a great job, and I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
And welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top 2-0. We head to the top of the third inning. Sydney Langdon has had some trouble, but also pitched around that trouble. Big strikeouts in the last inning. And we'll roll over to the top of the lineup. John Milledge's leadoff hitter will be Ella Hudgens, the number 32. And that pitch is in there. Sydney Langdon had trouble with Ella the first inning, and Langdon finds a strike there. We'll see if Langdon can pitch to contact. She does. Gets a a bunt, and great play by Emma Williams to get over there, out number 1. So coming to bat will be number 20. That is Courtney Moore, I believe that's how you pronounce that. And that one fouled down the right field line and out of play. So 0-1 the count. Beautiful day for softball. Not many clouds and just a little bit of wind to make it comfortable outside. It is now reached 80 degrees according to my watch. Right at 80, so not too hot. And that one skied down the foul territory. A diving attempt by Emma Williams, not able to come away with the catch. Great effort right there by Emma. Coach Camp showing his appreciation. Great effort right there by Emma Williams, the second baseman, and that one fouled just a little bit wider, but same path, if you will. Now getting some shade coming in. Whew. Almost right there. Got to think Langdon's thinking, ooh, we saw that called a strike last inning. Just got to keep pitching. 2-2 the count. No runners on. 1 out in the inning. That pitch high. She lost that one. Looked like that one slipped out of her hand possibly. That pitch low and away, or low and inside, and that is another walk. That's the third walk of the game for Langdon that she issues. And now up will be number 5, Avery Barton. She had a huge hit the last time, a double off Langdon. And that one's lined right over the third baseman's head, and that'll move the runner up. She didn't get a whole lot on that one, but just enough to squeak out a base hit. So pitcher Braden Latimer will be next, number 2. The lefty. So 1 out in the inning, 2 runners on. And it's pitcher versus pitcher. That pitch outside. 1-0 the count. And swing and a miss right there on the 1-0 pitch. So 1-1 the count. And swing and miss there. 1-2 the count. So 1-2 to Latimer here. Langdon sets. She fires low and away. 2-2. Runners on first and second. And that one fouled away. We'll stay here, 2-2. So here's the 2-2 pitch. And that one flied out to the outfield. Marina Knowles is going to call off Lindsey Easom, and a good job of listening right there by the senior shortstop. The junior center fielder comes in and makes the catch.
Batting for John Milledge, number 10.
So 2 outs in the inning, and now Bandals will be up. The right fielder, Candace Bandals. That pitch high. Forces Ellie to get out of her crouch and snag that one a little bit high there to Bandals. Runner still on first and second, 2 out. That pitch right down Broadway, 1-1. Maybe a little low, but got the benefit of the call. So 1-1 the count. Langdon hoping to strand another John Milledge runner in scoring position. That one's fouled. The right side of the plate there. So 1-2 the count. Langdon sets and fires. That pitch just curves right outside the zone. So 2-2. She's not as sharp as she was the other day. Tell you what, she was rocking and rolling on Wednesday. That one fouled right short of the John Milledge dugout. That one grounded back up the middle. That may score a run. Marina Knowles comes up with it. Great piece of hitting right there by Bandals with a 2-2 count. So that'll make the bases loaded with number 33, Ashley Tyson, the first baseman. Bandals with a great hit right back up the middle, 2-2. Thought Sydney may have had the advantage in that count, but couldn't retire her. That pitch is right down Broadway, 0-1 the count. Runners at every base, 2 outs, top 3. Westfield on top, 2-0. And that pitch right down the middle, maybe a little high, broke away at the end. So quickly 0-2 in the count. Westfield trying to get out of this jam. That pitch high, 1-2. Runners on every base. A walk and a bloop hit and a single right back up the middle has John Milledge threatening here in the top of the third. That ball fouled, so 1-2 still the count. So we'll reset things here and start it again, 1-2. Runners at every base. That pitch going to be up and inside, 2-2. That was a borderline right there. Umpire probably made the right call, just a little too high to Tyson. If you're going to punch her out, that's got to be a little bit better than that. 2-2 the count. And that one lined out to second base. Going to have to toss over to Hayes, and she does. And Westfield strands runners at every base there for John Milledge. And we will go to the bottom of the third. Westfield still on top, 2-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater.
Flagler can eat in the car, so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done. No, you have a giant mouth.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know. It just puts me in a good mood.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy.
Spicy.
A little tang.
A crunch.
El crunch.
There's a lot of bacon on this thing.
It's just oozing.
Delicious.
I just want dessert.
Give me some.
Very indulgent.
Now, this is delicious.
Shaky goodness.
It's a nice crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
What about the tots? Tots are everything.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
And welcome back inside the nest here in Perry, Georgia. Westfield facing off against a region foe. They know each other well, played in the state championship last year. And the Lady Hornets on top of the Lady Trojans 2-0 thus far. And let's go ahead and thank our sponsors here. We missed that in the pregame as we weren't able to get to that. I'd like to thank the ABE group that does sponsor our pregame show. Also, Sonova Security, who sponsors our starting lineups. Houston Healthcare, the Westfield School, Westfield Booster Club, and Sonic. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out, making this possible. Bottom third, Westfield will have the top of the lineup coming back up. Number 1, Sadie Hayes, the first baseman, will be up, followed by 22, the catcher, Ellie Williams, and batting third in the lineup will be number 21, Marina Knowles, the center fielder. Sadie lined over the shortstop last time. And that strike is in there. 0-1 the count. That pitch low, 1-1. Bottom 3, Westfield on top, 2-0. This Westfield top of the lineup is really the spot that did the damage last time against Latimer. That ball grounded to shortstop, fires across and gets Hayes. Good play right there by the shortstop. So 1 out in the inning. That is shortstop Courtney Moore. Good play by her over there. Strong throw. So number 22, the catcher, Ellie Williams, will stride to the plate. Big hit the last time she came up. She had a home run Thursday and Wednesday night. I think her home run total is now up to 27 in her career. She leads all Westfield career batters in home runs. Emma also had a double the other night. That pitch inside, 0-2 now. Got the inside strike call. So Ellie got to protect the plate here. That pitch high, tried to drop it in there. It's finished a little high as well. So we'll reset things here. 1-2 the count. Westfield on top, 2-0. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Ellie Williams at the plate facing Braden Latimer. That pitch looked like, I guess it finished outside. That was right there. 2-2 the count. So Ellie with the beneficial call there. That was a borderline pitch. 2-2 the count. That pitch way outside. Looks like Latimer maybe lost a little bit on the grip there. Marina Knowles on deck, the center fielder for Westfield. And then Emma Williams if we get there. And that pitch in there, strike 3, sits down Williams. So 2 outs in the inning. and Marina Knowles at the plate. The center fielder had a big hit the last time up as well. A double to the fence that scored 2. We'll see if she can duplicate or do one better than that here in this at bat. That pitch low and inside, 1-0. Marina had a big home run the other night as well against Mount DeSales. In that key bottom of the 5th inning, Westfield was able to tie it and take the lead. That one fouled over the Westfield dugout, hits the light pole on the baseball field, and that will be a strike, 1-1. Just to the left of us, we're kind of almost right here in the middle of center field, but just a little bit left. Marina hit one out over that Hoax Heating and Air sign. Can't see it from our angle. Ellie's home run was a moonshot over the left field fence. That one lined out to center field. Going to have to hurry, dive, and not able to come up with it. Good job of snapping the throw back in by the shortstop Moore. And a base hit for Marina Knowles. She missed that one, just got up underneath it, but in no man's land there, and a base hit for Marina. So 2-0 your score. Now Emma Williams strides to the plate with a runner on base. 2 outs in the inning.
Hitting for the Hornets, number 31, Emma Williams.
Got football going all over the place today. Starting to feel a little bit like a normal fall day. Although the temperature is up. Good pitch right there inside for a strike. They're starting to feel a little bit like the fall season that it is. 0-1 the count here to Williams. That pitch outside. Pulled the catcher out of her seat a little bit there. Marina Knowles over at first. 2 outs, 1 on, 1-1 the count to Williams at the plate. And that one grounded out to the shortstop, and she'll just step on second base for the 3rd out in the inning. Westfield leaves a runner on base. They don't pick up any runs here in the bottom of the 3rd. We will head to the top of the 4th inning. Westfield is on top 2-0. You're watching Lady Hornet softball right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college. They help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' nest here. Westfield on top 2-0. Sydney Langdon pitching well here today. Not the best game that we've seen from her, but she's done a great job of pitching through adversity and getting around the order here. Swing and a miss right there, and that is Emily Walker, the left fielder, up for John Milledge. Langdon was able to punch out Tyson to end the threat in the top of the 3rd inning, and that pitch got a little bit away from her. A little high and outside. 1-1 the count. Top 4, Westfield on top 2-0. Big region matchup here for Westfield. This will further strengthen their lead in the region if they are able to get a victory here today. That one swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Westfield had their lone loss of the season on Thursday, so trying to fight their way back here and get back into their normal winning ways. And there's a strikeout to start the inning. One out in the top of the fourth. Coming to the plate will be number 9, Jordan Prestridge, the catcher. Long line of Prestridge kids at John Milledge. That's kind of a staple name up in Milledgeville for John Milledge. You see a lot of Prestridges there on their campus playing a lot of different sports. Swing and a miss right there. 0-1. Wonder if Sydney's starting to find her groove. Here in the middle of the game, top of the fourth inning, that one fouled back quickly, 0-2 to Prestridge. Lindsey Easom being in the habit of backing up. Langdon probably didn't see that, but walking in behind her when the ball's thrown, even though nobody is on deck. And there's a swing and a miss. Excuse me, nobody's on base. Strike 3. Just like that, quick 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning.
Batting next for John Milledge, number 18, Olivia Rhodes.
And Olivia Rhodes will stride to the plate here for John Milledge. Here in the 9 hole. And then it will roll back over to the top of the lineup to Ella Williams, and quickly 0-1. So I should say that Sydney Langdon has really hit her stride here. Pitching wise, she has been on point in the fourth inning, fielding her position, and she's able to get that out on the bunt attempt. Westfield going to take it to the bottom of the fourth inning. They lead 2-0, trying to get some insurance run as they head to the latter part of this game right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back. We've got live varsity softball action here from the Hornets' Nest in Perry, Georgia. Westfield is on top of region foe John Milledge, 2-0. And headed to the plate for Westfield will be number 14, Carly Knowles. Here's a quick look at the lineup before we get started with this bat. On deck will be number 3, Sydney Langdon. Then Brooke Corley in the hole. So Carly Knowles looking to try to help her team out here against Latimer. Pitch low and away. 1-0 the count. Westfield able to get out of a bases-loaded jam there in that inning. That one skied away. So 1-1 the count. And that will be popped to first base, caught, and quickly retired. 1 out in the inning. Coming to the plate will be number 3, Sydney Langdon.
Number 3, Sydney Langdon.
She has started to find her groove in the circle, especially last inning. And she lines one over the John Milledge dugout. That pitch is high, 1-1 to count. That one softly lined out to second base, throws over, and just like that, 2 outs.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 8, the Ocho, Brooke Corley.
So now up Brooke Corley. And that one lined to the outfield, base hit. So good job by Corley. We'll have a runner on base, and up next will be Avery Adams, the third baseman. So a runner on base, 2 outs, and Westfield up 2-0.
Now batting number 27, Double-A, Avery Adams.
Grounded out to shortstop and throw over. And that will end the 4th inning. Westfield leaves a runner on base. And we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Westfield on top, 2-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
And welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top, 2-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Lady Hornets not done a whole lot offensively since that first inning, but Sydney Langdon is starting to find her form here. And leading off for John Milledge will be number 32. And that is Ella Hudgens, the center fielder. That pitch is up and away, ball 1. So 1-0 your count. Top of the 5th inning. Lady Hornets on top again, like I said, 2-0. And that one lined into the gap. Hudgens on her horse. And she will have a stand-up double. So a big leadoff double to start the 5th inning for John Milledge. Be their 3rd hit of the ball game, and a runner on second base with nobody out. And let's see. Courtney Moore will come to the plate, the shortstop. She's played a well of a game at shortstop. And that one skied out to right field. Runner tags going to 3rd, and she will get in there. And runner down to third base with one out. Here in the top of the 5th inning, John Milledge trying to put some pressure on Westfield.
Now batting number 5, Avery Barton.
Avery Barton now at the plate for John Milledge. Looks like Coach Camp going to come in and see if there's possibly a check of leaving early. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so they're going to say safe. So one out in the inning. Runner on third base. Barton at the plate to face Langdon. And that one fouled back. That one low. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count. Runner on third base. That pitch in there, 1-2. Sydney seems to be finding the pitches when she needs to. That pitch high and away. 2-2 the count. So 2-2 the count here with a runner on third base. One out. And that one line down the left field line. Foul ball as Carly Knowles gives chase. And we will have the 2-2 pitch yet again on the foul ball. So coming up for Westfield in the bottom will be, I think, Lindsey Easom. So this is important for John Milledge to try to cut into the lead while they can, especially with the top of the lineup coming up for Westfield after Lindsey Easom hits. 3-2 your count. And that one fouled off the backstop. And that one flied out to right field to Brooke Corley. Runner tags, and no, she'll stop. And just like that, Westfield has 2 outs in the inning and prevents the advance of the runner from third. So now up the pitcher trying to help herself out, Braden Latimer. That pitch outside. So 1-0 the count. Runner on third. That is Ella Hudgens. One and one the count. And that pitch gets away, bounces off, and got her out at the plate. Wow, what a good job by Ellie Williams fielding the bounce, and Westfield gets out of the inning here. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Westfield on top, 2-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off will be number 17, Lindsey Easom, and then it'll be back to the top of the lineup with Sadie Hayes, the first baseman. Base woman, base lady. How you say that, Rach? Come on, you're not going to say a thing? Dang. You're like your brother. Peyton don't ever want to say anything either.
Broadcasting's not my jam.
Oh, there we go. 2-0 your score. Latimer has pitched great since the first inning. She gave up some big hits here in the first inning, but she settled down nicely, and the Lady Hornets have not been able to get a whole lot going on. Lindsey Easom, I believe she grounded out the last time up. So we'll see what happens here with Easom up, Hayes on deck, and then Marina Knowles in the hole.
Leading off for the Lady Hornets, number 17, Lindsey Easom.
Westfield really just needs some base runners. Try to put some pressure on John Milledge. That pitch low. They have not been able to really produce base runners there in the second half. That pitch low and away. Ooh, gets the benefit of it. It looked like it was low. Coach Camp not going to be happy about that. Yeah, that one was a little inconsistent on that call. So 2-1 the count to Easom. 2-2 the count on that strike. So Easom, 2-2. Latimer has come back in this count, and she flies out. It'll be the shortstop, Moore, who camps underneath it, and 1 out in the inning.
Now hitting for the Hornets, number 1, Sadie Hayes.
So number 1, Sadie Hayes up top of the lineup for Westfield. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-0 the count. It has turned out to be an awesome day. That one lined back, 0-2 the count. And that one flied out to the gap. Long run by the left fielder, and she drops it in the transition to her glove hand, and Sadie will reach second on the drop catch. What a play by this left fielder, but just couldn't complete it. It's like she tried to put her hand up there, and it just popped out.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 22, Ellie.
Now up the catcher, number 22, Ellie Williams. On deck will be number 21, Marina Knowles. That pitch is in there, down Broadway. 0-1 the count. Tell you what, left fielder made a great play on that. Unfortunate that she couldn't complete it. That's a tough one right there. That is Emily Walker. And that one is out of here, no doubter. Wow, that's a bomb. And just like that, Westfield takes advantage, and Ellie Williams plants one over the left field fence for the 2-run homer, and Westfield is up 4-0. Wow, that was a bomb. That was an absolute bomb, diggity. Bomb diggity for Kenny Kofer there. Oh my, what a big home run right there. That makes a huge difference. John Milledge had the bases loaded there in the top half. Couldn't get a run across, and just like that, Ellie doubles it up with a runner on base and 1 out. And now Marina Knowles up with nobody on and 1 out. But with a 2 more runs, and there's a base hit. And Marina Knowles is on base with another hit for Westfield. So now up will be Emma Williams. Looks like Latimer needs another ball. So Emma to the plate, runner on first base, 1 out in the inning. Bottom 5, Westfield on top, 4-0. And that one grounded back to Latimer. She makes the play, gets it over to first. Not able to get the lead runner, but a good play to just get an out. And Knowles will move up to first or to second base with 2 outs in the inning. And now up will be number 14, Carly Knowles, the left fielder. And that one fouled back, 0-1 the count. And popped up in no man's land. Second baseman gives chase, and a great play right there. She lost her footing, it looked like, but a good job of getting up underneath that. And just like that, Westfield is retired. They strand 1, but they pick up 2 huge runs in the inning, and we'll go to the top of the 6th. Westfield leads 4-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top, 4-0. Batting for the Hornets, for the Lady Trojans will be number 2, Braden Latimer. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to count. So 0-1 to count to Latimer. And that one flied over Westfield's dugout. That'll get out of play, 0-2. So 0-2 the count. That one fouled off. So we'll have an 0-2 pitch yet again. Latimer was at the plate when I think it was Hudgens got thrown out or got tagged out at the plate last inning. And that one grounded to third base. Throw by Avery. And it is in time for the first out of the inning. And Cadence Bandow's up. So 0-1 the count. That pitch high and away. 1-1. Right down Broadway. 1-2 the count. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs in the inning. Up to the plate will be Ashley Tyson. That pitch high and inside, ball 1. And that's strike 1, 1-1 the count. And that's out of the strike zone. Ball 2. And that one skied down the right field line. 1-2 the count. And that one lined back. Oh, diving by Lindsey Easom, not able to make the play. And a runner on first base for John Milledge.
Now batting number 3, Emily Walker.
So 1-0 the count. John Milledge down to their last 4 outs. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Ooh, she wanted that one, but she did a good job of holding off. 2-1 to count. Three and 1 to count. And that pitch outside. That one fouled off. 3-2. Runner on first base and 2 outs in the inning. John Milledge, as I said, down to their final 4 outs, trailing 4-0 to the Lady Hornets of Westfield. And a great play by Avery Adams. Her height really helped there. And a line drive out to third ends the threat. John Milledge strands a runner at first, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Westfield is on top 4-0 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top 4-0. As it looks like number 3, Sydney Langdon, will be up, followed by Brooke Corley. And then I believe it'll be Avery Adams will be in the hole. Sports are an amazing thing. What? They are. Worst kicker and field goal kicker in the country just hit a 53-yarder against my team to win. As Kenny said, I don't think God likes our sports teams.
Because it's a Georgia team.
Right. 4-0 your score. Westfield on top here. And that pitch in there. Latimer's pitched well, save for a few at-bats there in the 5th inning since the first. 0-1 the count. Pitch outside, 1-1. One and one, and that one rocketed back up the middle, and Langdon with a hit. Runner on first base, and coming to the plate will be the right fielder, number 8, Brooke Corley.
Now batting for Westfield, number 8, the Ocho, Brooke Corley.
And Corley back at the middle. John Milledge turns 2. Oh, no, they don't. Ball dropped there by the first baseman. Sorry, spoke too soon. Corley beats out the throw to first. That was a sweet-looking double play. First baseman tried to snag it. And now up to the plate will be number 27, Avery Adams. Or they may be pinch hitting. Yeah, number 4, Meg Hiley, will pinch hit for Avery. That pitch is high. 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count. Now 1-1. That one grounded back in the same spot. This time gets through, and runners will move up. First and second there with one out. And Lindsey Easom, unless we've got a pinch hitter, looks like we may have. Looks like number 18 for Westfield will be in for Lindsey Easom. Let me check and see who that is.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 18,
Emmy Diem will be at the plate. I should have known that from the other night. She started the other night. So Emmy Diem will pinch hit here for Lindsey Easom, and then we'll roll over to the top of the lineup. Runners on first and second with one out in the inning. Emmy Diem at the plate in the 9-hole. That pitch high, and that one in there for a strike, so 1-1 to count. Diem fouls it back. 1-2 the count. Runners on first and second. 1-2 the count. Diem fouls that one off. Spoils a good pitch by Latimer. And we will see if Diem can help her team out, extend the lead a little bit. 4-0 your score, Westfield on top of John Milledge. And that one skied into the infield and caught by the second baseman. That'll be out number 2 for John Milledge. Runners still on first and second. And Sadie Hayes, the leadoff hitter for Westfield, will come to the plate.
now batting for the Hornets, number 1, Sadie Hayes.
That pitch right down Broadway. So 0-1 to count. And she flies that, lines it right off the dugout, and then bounces up on the locker room area for Westfield. So 0-2 the count. Gotta have to protect to the plate here if you're Hayes. That one lined out to left field and caught by the left fielder. And Westfield is retired, stranding 2 runners on base. We will go to the top of the 7th inning. You're watching Lady Hornet Softball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
And welcome back inside the nest. Westfield on top, 4-0 over the John Milledge Lady Trojans this Saturday afternoon game. And coming up for the Lady Trojans will be number 9, Jordan Prestridge, the catcher. And let me see, you got number 18 on deck. That is Olivia Rhodes. Swing and a miss from Prestridge. 0-1 to count. Langdon sets and fires, and that is fouled off. 0-2 quickly here in the 7th. John Milledge down to their last 3 outs in this game. Westfield leading 4-0. Hasn't been their best effort here today, but done enough offensively to get the lead. The huge shot came in the 5th by Ellie Williams, and that one skied to the outfield. Carly Knowles giving chase and slides just short of the fence, but not able to come up with it. So 0-2 still the count. Long run by Knowles there, just not able to come away with the catch. Good effort on the play. Sydney Langdon sets and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And quickly 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Coming up will be number 18, Olivia Rhodes. On deck will be number 32. That is Ella Hudgens. After that, if someone reaches, will be Courtney Moore, the shortstop. So good pitch right there to start this at bat from Sydney Langdon, the stud pitcher, 10th grader. Pitching a gem so far. That one bounces short of her. 1-1 the count. Langdon has a shutout going now. We'll see if she can keep it up. Olivia Rhodes in the 1-1 count. That pitch high and away. 2-1. Two and 1 to count. That ball grounded to second base. Emma comes up with it and throws over to first base, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And John Milledge down to their last hope here in Ella Hudgens, the leadoff center fielder. She had a big hit the last time she was up. Into the gap, got a double. Let's see Westfield playing her straight up right now. And that pitch high. I know she's reached base at least twice today because she walked to start the game. So 1-0 the count. Langdon sets and fires. That is fouled back. 1-1 your count. The 1-1 to count. Sydney Langdon fires. Ooh. 2-1 to count. That is not going to sit well over there in that Westfield dugout. That one's popped up to second base in no man's land, and Corley going to come on and retire Hudgens for the last out of the game, and Westfield will win this key region matchup 4-0. We'll quickly head into our Westfield Booster Club post-game show. Got to give the player of the game, our Sonic player of the game, we'll say to Ellie Williams for the big home run and also Sydney Langdon for a great pitching performance here today. And Westfield is a victor 4-0 over the Lady Trojans of John Milledge. I believe we may possibly have another makeup game here in the next week from all the rainouts earlier in the year. I will have to post that and get back with everyone on social media as far as our next broadcast schedule. We will have football next week as Westfield will be at home, I believe, again. I think they're playing Southland this Friday, so I'm sure that'll be a welcome sight for everybody. But I'd like to thank my wife, Rachel Taylor, for helping out today. And Westfield is a victor, 4-0 here from the Hornets' Nest over John Milledge. You've been watching Lady Hornets softball right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.